Sometimes we discover artists way after they've released like really good music, or maybe they've even peaked at like a crazy release or a crazy project or something, and we just sleep on it. We just don't hear about it. And this is very much the case for this duo. This is a duo that go by the group name of C&G. Their individual names, CVIRO and Genius. I had to ask them how to pronounce their fucking name because I looked at the letters and it looked like some Matrix business. Listen, I can't lie, didn't know how to say it, but now I do know. CVIRO is the main vocalist and Genius is, well, the genius behind the production of this all. And they bring this late 90s, early noughties kind of R&B flavor to the table. And they just do it with this modern polish. And I put them, one of their songs in my top 50 for 2022. And I had a couple people ask me like, yo, who the fuck are they? And at one point I was with you. I knew none the wiser. And so I just kind of want to share on my tiny little platform, just try and give them a little bit of buzz if possible, and just share it and just open up some people's minds, because we don't listen to enough R&B in this country. Full stop. What I mean by that is we are always covering hip hop. We are always covering rap, particularly on my channel. We are mainly hip hop, but I'm going to start including more and more R&B. And I feel like this is a great chance to start doing so. And so we go on a journey, and it starts with this song here. This is the song that I discovered them through, and it's called Sober. This released back in 2015. I was not onto this when it released in 2015, okay? I figured this out probably 2020 is when I first heard this song. And yeah, we're gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I'm sober, I've been coming down for days.
Now, when I first heard this, I don't even remember how I heard it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if I just stumbled across it on Spotify. I don't know if I found it on YouTube. I don't know how I found it. But listen, when I heard this coming, I was like, pull this back right now, young man. Pull this back. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm sober, I've been coming down for days. Past 7 days have been the same for the last year. Don't wanna get up, yeah. Stuck in this place. Trying not to forget you. I don't wanna wait my whole life waiting for you. Trying not to forget you.
Okay, and that's the bit that sold me there, was that little drop there, and then that secondary keyboard that comes in at like that higher octave there, that dun, dun, and then later on in the song it will continue that melody. But that was the thing that sold me, because it sounded super nostalgic, and I was like, where have I heard a similar melody? Dun, 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 dun. And then it made me think of Eve, Let Me Blow Your Mind. Not the other guy who talks about his homophobic being bitches.
My whole life made for you.
My whole life made for you. Yeah?
Trying not to forget you.
What?
Trying not to forget you. Wanna stay here forever.
Hear it?
Don't wanna get you out of my sight.
And then you've also got like the voice box thing. I don't even know what it's called, but it's like the way you used to do auto-tune. Again, a very 90s nostalgic sounding thing. The voice box, I think that's what it's called. And pads.
Drop that bitch.
Don't wanna get you out. Want you to most 365 days.
That drop there. Now, like now we're breaching on the elements of EDM and trap, and yeah, the EDM version of trap, and a lighter-hearted kind of EDM elements, man. I don't know why I'm trying to break this down, man. Just vibe, just vibe, just vibe. Right? What else?
The more I think about it, is just not enough.
Yeah? Why not?
The more I don't see you, the more it becomes so true.
Yeah, what else?
For me, it's only you. And
like big shout out to Genius here, because there are so many elements that are going into this. Lots of individual stems and layers that have such a small impact, but when you add them up and really layer this track, like this production sounds very layered. Maybe it isn't, but it sounds very full because there's so many small and intricate things that are playing their part.
1 year, 12 months, 65 days. Wanna get you out of my system.
And obviously all of the vocal takes that CVIRO has as well. Again, that was a very 90s R&B thing, is to just layer your vocals. And I'll show a couple examples, hopefully, of him doing the extra runs, like the final chorus ad-lib runs, where the ad-lib run is like more iconic than even the chorus itself. Like, yeah, that's a very key thing of R&B, man.
I'm stuck in here. That's why I stay holding on.
A very cool track, and that was my introduction to this duo. And I was like, yo, I gotta hear more from these guys. So this then led me on to the next song we'll get into, Caught Up. So this is off of an EP called Now You Know. That is my favorite project from them, that dropped in 2018. Sober ended up on that, and yeah, that led me to listen to the rest of this, 6 or 7 tracks. And there's a couple tracks on here that I really enjoy. Notably, Here We Go Again and Caught Up. We're going to listen to Caught Up because I'd say it just edges it, in my opinion. But this whole project is an amazing 6-track project. And this is where I was truly sold on this. All right, imagine, hear me out here. Imagine you've bought like Usher, Jodeci, with like some Puff production, and you've just dragged it into the future. I don't even know if that works, but like, that's how I feel, you know?
Yeah, baby.
What? What is this introduction, bruv? I don't care if I only give it 3 seconds. That's all you need. Next song. No, I'm joking. Listen, man. Listen to this.
Yeah, baby, I hear you moaning. I can't seem to get you off my mind. Yeah, baby.
Wait for it.
Baby, no, I can't be down. Hey, 'cause
Listen, when you do the beat cut and you just do the I can be down, that shit.
I ain't down with that OPP. Say I'm falling on you. Say we can make it alright. Listen, baby, I'm caught up. Still think about you, baby.
It's so mad because I heard this song, right? And I'm like, I swear I've heard it before. And that just shows that they bring like a level of nostalgia to brand new music. Like, how does it sound like I've heard this before, yet it's so new? Now, that could also be interpreted in a negative way. Like, we listen to a lot of music nowadays and we're like, rah, it's all the same. And I feel like I've already heard it before. It's even, you know? And I find myself saying that, and I'm like, so why is this different? Is it because we don't have enough of this nowadays? That could be the first thing that comes to my head. Is it because, well, it's been a minute since I've listened to some 90s R&B, and you know what? Now I want to go back and listen to some more. Is it because it's not oversaturated nowadays to do? I don't know. I just feel like I have a positive affinity to that emotion of, I feel like I've heard this, yet I haven't heard it yet. And why do I feel this way about this music, and perhaps maybe not like a new drill song that comes out tomorrow? You get what I'm saying?
Daydreaming about you. Got me thinking about the things we used to do. Now you got me wide open.
Little things, just even like the scratch of the decks in there, and then obviously the keys holding that main melody. It's just, there's so many elements, man. My tiny little brain can't break it down. Producers, break it down, man.
I'm trying to get inside your world.
What? I'm trying to get inside your what? I'm trying to get where, baby girl? Listen, man, don't ask questions. He works in construction. He needs to get behind. He needs to get behind the walls. You know what I'm saying? He needs to figure out what's inside. It also knows, like, and again, I'm sure this is down to genius. There's like this mad pocket and mad groove that it has, and then there'll be these beat cuts that just hold you there and then continue swinging with it. And it's just the grooves, man. The roller coaster effect that they put you on is crazy. They have their lower moments, and then they'll bring in the chorus, or they'll bring in the new verse, or there'll be a moment and there's constant rises and dips, and it creates that roller coaster effect. It's not monotone, it's not at one level, it's constantly taking twists and turns, and it keeps you on your toes as a listener, 100%. The strings in there as well. There's so much going on. Oh, the breakdown. Baby, don't you... No, I'm not even... Baby, don't you miss my love? You know? But he's like doing it with his teeth shut, like... He's like, he means that shit. Means that shit, man. That's a key feature that these men have. Whenever you think the song's about to finish, it ain't over. It'll continue. And that happened in Sober as well a couple of times, where you think the song's ended. Nah, bitch. We're back here. And yeah, so I like that as well. Love it. Absolutely love it. They would then go on to do another EP called The Sequel. This is my least favorite project from them. Not that it's even bad in any way, shape or form, but I'd say it has the least moments on it. I do really like the track Negotiation though. That's more of like a slow jams kind of song, and I really do appreciate that in many, many ways. But I'm going to come on to their most recent EP, should I say, Come On In, that dropped 2022. I put this in my top 5 EPs list, and I put this as third behind Parnia and Husky. Track number 1, I don't love. Track number 2 to 6, or was it 2 to 7? 2 to 7, I really enjoy. And track number 2 in particular is what we're going to listen to, called Too Much. By the way, they do have music videos. I'm just doing it this way because me and UMG, Universal, we're not on the best terms. So I'm kind of just going to try and dance around it. Probably going to get copyright claim. But I'm just hoping that this video can be out, you know? I'm hoping. Blind hope. Who knows? But yeah, this is the last song I want to just showcase today. And yeah, this is called Too Much. Situation. Again, we're 3 seconds in and I'm already like, bruv, what's going on here? You know, like, what's the ingredients? How long does it need to be in the oven for? Like, I'm curious. How do you cook it? How do we squeeze a lemon, man? What's this? Situation. Tell me what's up. Situation. We both see better days. Stop playing. Get cold shoulders from you in safe spaces. I've just realized as well, playing this out loud, this is not that far off of Caught Up, and maybe this is the exact lane of R&B I really enjoy. They do have a more versatile sound overall. I've just realized what songs I'm showcasing here. Maybe that says something about my taste in R&B, but I will encourage you at the end of this video to go and listen to their music in your own time, because there is more branching off from the songs I've showcased you. You, baby, going through so much together, waiting on you to hate me. I can't help what we've been through so much together. Yeah, I'm still waiting for you to hate me. Like, I'm gonna do something wrong. I'm always gonna fuck up. Baby girl, it ain't my fault. It's a little too much. It's a little too much for me, no. So CVIRO here is doing that last chorus thing straight off the bat. Although you've got the main hook line of "it gets a little too much," you've got him doing his extra ad libs and runs in between, man. And it's just, I love R&B, man. Listen, man, listen to how rich and full this just sounds overall. There's so much to dissect. I'm interested. Any producers watching this, I am so interested to hear what you think about this, because it sounds so full and rich with just so much going on, man.
Hey, C&G, come on. Now put your hands in. Come on, say, yeah.
Love it. Absolutely stonewall cold. Love it. Words. Yeah, that's just snippets of 3 songs that they have put out, 3 of my favorites, personal favorites. But I really would encourage you to go listen to their music. I would start with their most recent Come On In, and then if you want to dive a little bit deeper, like I said, my favorite EP of theirs is Now You Know. So that's saying Now Come On In. No, Now You Know from 2018. Yeah, I really suggest that you go and just show them a bit of love and go and comment and just be like, look, Chazza sent me over here, really fucking with your stuff, and yeah, man, just go show them a bit of love, because yeah, they're very talented, and I want to dive a lot deeper into R&B artists that are coming out from Australia or even New Zealand. So if you know of any really good R&B artists, especially that I haven't covered, male, females, groups, fucking AI, I don't care. Just send through some suggestions, because I really want to dive a little bit deeper into the world of R&B here. So yeah, with that in mind, much love to CVIRO and Genius, and yeah, baby, don't you? No, I'm not even. Baby, don't you miss my love? You know, but he's like doing it with his teeth shut, like he's like, he means that shit. Means that shit, man.